In a small village on the edge of a dense forest, there lived a pastor named Aiden. Known for his charisma and seemingly miraculous abilities, he attracted a large congregation. People from neighboring towns flocked to hear his sermons and witness the extraordinary healings he performed. But what the villagers didn't know was that Aiden's power stemmed from a dark pact he had made with the spirits of the waters. Years ago, driven by his ambition to grow his ministry, Aiden ventured deep into the forest, where he came upon a mysterious, ancient river. The spirits of the waters offered him immense power in exchange for his soul. Desperate to prove himself as a man of God, Aiden accepted the offer without hesitation. From that moment on, his powers grew, but so did the darkness within him. As time passed, the spirits became more demanding, tormenting Aiden with nightmares and voices that echoed in his mind. The once kind and compassionate pastor became increasingly angry and paranoid. He began seeing visions of demons, and reality blurred with the supernatural. The villagers noticed the change in their beloved pastor. He would mutter to himself, his eyes filled with a haunting darkness that frightened even his most loyal followers. Aiden's wife, Ella, was a gentle and devoted woman who had always stood by his side. She watched in despair as the man she loved descended into madness. Ella had grown up in a Muslim family before converting to Christianity when she married Aiden. Though she had embraced her husband's faith, she still held deep respect for the teachings of Islam. One night, after an especially violent outburst from Aiden, Ella knew she had to act. She could no longer bear to see him suffer. With a heavy heart, she reached out to her childhood friend, Shamima, who was a devout Muslim and part of a close-knit Islamic community in a nearby town. Shamima listened to Ella's story and suggested that they bring Aiden to their mosque for healing prayers. Although Ella was initially hesitant, her love for Aiden gave her the strength to take the risk. She knew that if there was any chance of saving him, she had to seize it. With great difficulty, Ella convinced Aiden to travel with her to the mosque. His mind was fragile, plagued by hallucinations, but something in her eyes gave him the strength to trust her. When they arrived, the imam and the community welcomed them with open arms, offering their support and prayers. For days, the community prayed fervently, reciting verses from the Quran and invoking Allah's mercy. They prayed for Aiden's healing, for the demons tormenting him to be banished, and for his soul to find peace. Ella stayed by his side, her heart a mix of hope and fear. Gradually, a change began to take place. The darkness that had clouded Aiden's eyes started to lift. The voices that had tormented him grew quieter, and the visions of demons faded away. The power of the prayers and the love of the community worked a miracle that no one had expected. One morning, Aiden awoke feeling a sense of clarity and peace that he hadn't experienced in years. He looked at Ella, his eyes brimming with tears of gratitude and remorse. He realized the enormity of his sins and the darkness he had embraced. But more than that, he understood the power of love and faith, something that transcended religious boundaries. In the days that followed, Aiden renounced the dark powers he had once sought. He sought forgiveness from those he had wronged and dedicated himself to a path of redemption. Though he no longer possessed the supernatural powers that had made him famous, he found something far more valuable: the peace of mind and the love of his wife and the community that had saved him. Aiden and Ella returned to their village, where Aiden devoted his life to helping others find peace and redemption. He no longer preached with the fiery zeal of his past, but with a gentle wisdom born from his own journey through darkness. And though he remained a Christian, he never forgot the healing power of the prayers from the mosque. He taught his congregation the importance of understanding and respecting all paths to the divine. In the end, Aiden's story became a tale of redemption, a testament to the power of love, faith, and the healing that comes when we open our hearts to one another, no matter our differences.